And we are coming on the air right now because there are reports of an active shooter situation in San Bernardino, California.
Young men opened fire inside a Colorado high school, killing as many as 25 people.
It's turning out to be the deadliest campus shooting in U.S. history.
Here in Newtown, Connecticut, the site today of a mass shooting, and this time gunfire aimed at elementary school
After a
children.
lone gunman opens fire in a theater outside of Denver, Colorado, in Aurora.
Another senseless shooting, this time at a dance club in Orlando, Florida. A dance club.
It's being called one of the worst school shootings in our nation, and SWAT teams are still sweeping Columbine
There are
High
more
School.
than a list of names. There are people who love and were loved. There are people with families and friends and
This
dreams.
afternoon hour, at least 30 people believed to be killed on the campus of Virginia Tech
Left
University.
49 people dead, which is the largest loss of life due to a terrorist attack on U.S. soil since
I wonder
9/11.
if President Obama ever thought to himself that mass shooting speeches would be such a big part of his job. Because, you know, at this point, he's hosted 12 state dinners, but he's had to give 16 mass shooting addresses. So right now, the White House is using more Phoenix than it is good now.
We each ask ourselves, what can you possibly say in the face of this horror? But then sadly, you realize you know what to say, but it's been said too many times before. You have a pretty good idea of what most people are going to say. You know what a president, whoever it is, will probably say. You know what both sides of the political aisle will say. You know what gun manufacturers will say. Even me, with a silly show like this, you have some idea of what I will say. Because even I have talked about this.
I, as a new father, am thinking, what do I tell my kids? What do I tell them about this? What can we learn from this?
Every time this happens, it feels like America has already decided. This is exactly the kind of country it wants to be. Because we know how this always plays out. We're shocked, we mourn, we change our profile pics, and then we move on. It's become normal, but I'm sorry, maybe it's because I'm new, but it's not normal, and it shouldn't be normal. We shouldn't allow this to be normal. It's not
It's as
normal.
if there's a national script that we have learned. And I think by accepting the script, we tacitly accept that the script will end the same way every time, with nothing changing. Except for the loved ones and the families of the victims for whom nothing will ever be the same. It's easy, it's almost tempting to be paralyzed by such a monstrously hateful act, to despair and say, well, it's the way the world is now. Well, I don't know what to do, but I do know that despair is a victory for hate. Hate wants us
It's
to
also
do
not
too
normal. Is having the same thing happen to us over and over and over again and doing nothing to change it. That's not
There's
normal.
a lesson from all this, a lesson in tolerance. We need to support each other's differences and worry less about our own opinions. Get back to debate and away from believing or supporting the idea that if someone doesn't live the way you want them to live, you just buy a gun and kill them, and bomb them up. That is not
Thing
okay.
happen to us over and over and over again and doing nothing to change it. That's
We can
not
stand up
normal.
and speak our minds and live our lives and not be punished for that, or mocked on the internet, or killed by someone you don't know.
say, well, it's the way the world is now.
This country was built on the idea that we do not all agree on everything. That we are a tolerant, free nation that encourages debate, free thinking, believing, or not in
We
what
live in times when hate and fear seem stronger. We rise and fall, and light from dying embers, remembrances that hope and love last longer.
Love in response to hate. Love does not despair. Love makes us strong. Love gives us the courage to act. Love gives us hope that change is possible. Love allows us to change the script.
And there will always be more good than evil.
So love your country. But let's remember that love is a verb. And to love means to do something. Love your family.
And love is 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 love cannot be killed or swept aside.
Keep loving each other, keep respecting each other, and keep on dancing.